You, standing in your kitchen, keys still in your hand, half thinking about your day, when you feel it again. That soft, insistent touch against your chest. A tail spirals around your calf. A cheek presses against your ankle. A small body traces a slow figure 8 around your feet. You look down, and there they are, your cat. Eyes slightly narrowed, whiskers forward, silent, but speaking. Most days, you probably smile and say something like, you missed me? Then you move on. Shoes off, bag down.
Then you move on, bag down.
But tonight, just for a moment, imagine that this simple scene is a crime scene. Not a violent one, but a quiet mystery. The suspect, your cat. The only clue, that delicate, repeated act of rubbing against your legs. And you're the detective who has been walking past the evidence for years. Listen to the sound of your own footsteps echoing in the hallway when you come home. Notice how, long before you reach the couch or the kitchen, your cat is already there, waiting in the path you always take. They don't jump or bark. They don't shout your name. Instead, they choose contact. Fur against fabric, cheek against skin, a gentle tap of a flank against your shins. To you, it feels like affection. To them, it's a message written in a language we can see, scent. What if, every time they rub against you, they were not just saying, I love you, but something far more complex? Something like, this is ours, you are mine, I am yours, you are safe here. What if that quiet, almost automatic gesture is actually the way your cat rewrites the invisible borders of the home you share? Think about how often it happens. When you walk past a doorway, when you head toward the food bowl, when guests arrive, or right after a big change in the house. Have you ever wondered why they choose those exact moments? Why those steps, those objects, those people? Is it really just begging for food? Or is it your cat carefully rearranging the emotional map of their world? Tonight, we're going to put on the metaphorical trench coat and hat and re-examine every rub, every brush, every slight nudge as a clue. By the end, you may never look at that little ritual the same way again. So let me ask you, in your home, who usually makes the first move? Do you go to your cat? Or does your cat come to you and circle your legs as if drawing a boundary around you? And are you sure you know what they were trying to tell you? Stay with me, because in the next moments, we'll step into the hidden world of scent and territory and uncover what your cat is really declaring every time their fur whispers against your skin. Picture this. You cross the doorway at the end of a long day. Keys hit the table. A sigh slips out of you, and before you even take off your shoes, there they are. A small, silent figure appears, tail held high like a question mark, and begins that familiar dance around your legs. A soft brush of fur against your calf, a deliberate press of the cheek on your ankle, a slow glide of the flank along your shins. You might bend down and murmur, "Hey, buddy, missed you too," without thinking twice. But in your cat's world, this is not just a hello. It is the opening phrase of a ritual. Your shoes carry the day with you. The smell of the street, the office, the supermarket, maybe even other animals you passed without noticing. To your cat, you've just walked into their universe coded in foreign information, so they step in, like a careful curator in a museum, and start restoring you. Each rub is a brushstroke of their own scent, layered over whatever you brought in. It is as if they were saying, "You went out there, into the chaos. Now let me make you ours again." Notice how precise they are. The cheeks first. Those tiny glands are like signature stamps. Then the sides of the body, spreading their scent in a broader wave. Sometimes the tail wraps your leg, a fleeting, living bracelet. You feel it as tenderness. And yes, it is. But it is also a declaration. You belong to my circle. You are part of my map. Think about your own life for a second. How many people can walk into your home without knocking? How many can open your fridge without asking? That tiny group is your inner circle, your territory. For your cat, rubbing against you is their way of adding you to that sacred list, again and again, day after day. They are not bored. They are renewing a contract. And here is a small mystery for you to consider. Does your cat rub on you more when you are calm, or when you come home stressed, distracted, a little broken by the day? Some guardians swear their cats become more insistent in those moments, weaving between their legs as if trying to stitch them back together. Is it habit, comfort, or something deeper, an instinct to anchor you, to say, you were safe, you were back, you were mine, and I am yours. Pay attention the next time you put the key in the lock. Listen not with your ears, but with your skin, because that quiet greeting at your feet is only the first clue. The real puzzle starts when your cat rubs against you in other scenes, before meals, in doorways, or when someone new steps into the house. Think of an ordinary evening. You were standing at the kitchen counter, maybe scrolling through your phone, maybe lost in thought about the day. Then, without any fanfare, you feel it. A warm body brushing along your calf, a tail curling like a question mark around your leg. Your cat doesn't even look up at you. They just glide past, cheek to shin, flank to ankle, and vanish around the table. You smile automatically and say, "Hey, buddy," but a tiny part of you wonders, was that hello or something else? In the quiet of that moment, there's more happening than your eyes can see. For your cat, that gentle rub is like signing their name in a name. Scent glands on their cheeks, on the base of their tail, even along their flanks are leaving a silent message on you. You are mine. You are safe. You belong to this place with me. Now, notice the pattern. When you come home after a long day and step through the door, does your cat rush over and weave between your legs, almost tripping you? It feels like a grand welcome. And yes, there is affection there. But it's also a reconnection ritual. While you were gone, your scent changed. Outside smells, other people, the world beyond. As they rub against you, they relabelling you, updating your scent in their mental map. Ah, you're back. Now you smell right back. Back in the group. Picture another scene. You walking toward the kitchen, and right before mealtime, your cat starts circling your feet, brushing, rubbing, sometimes even giving a tiny headbutt to your shin. It would be easy to say, they just hey. But hunger is only the surface. Underneath, the rubbing is part plea, part reassurance. I trust you to provide. I'm reminding you I'm here, and I'm wrapping you in our shared scent while I wait. Have you ever noticed how they linger at doorways and hallways, rubbing the frame again and again? Those are the borderlines of their world, the thresholds where outside meets inside, one room meets another. When they include your legs in that rubbing, they are literally threading you into the architecture of their territory. To your cat, you are not just a person who lives there. You are a moving landmark, a familiar pillar that walks, speaks, and occasionally opens cans. But this is just the beginning of the mystery. The same simple rub can mean something very different when guests arrive or right after a big change in the house. And that's where the clues start to get really interesting. Now imagine a different scene. It is evening, the house is quiet, and you are not walking or cooking or arriving. You are simply sitting, maybe on the sofa with a book, maybe at the table paying bills, maybe staring at the television, but not really watching it. Your mind is far away, orbiting worries you never say. And then, without any ceremony, you feel it. A soft weight against your calf, a deliberate press of fur and warmth, followed by that slow, dragging rub from ankle to knee. You look down. Your cat is not asking for food. The bowl is full, the clock still far from feeding time. This rub is different, slower, more grounded, almost like a punctuation mark at the end of a long, heavy sentence in your day. They lean their cheek into you, blink once, And for a second, it feels like you are both exhaling together. In that small, quiet moment, the mystery turns inward. You start to wonder, who is comforting whom? You, the human with the complicated life, or the animal who has noticed a subtle change in the atmosphere? Your shoulders a bit tenser, your breathing a bit shallower, your routine just slightly off. Cats are masters of patterns, and that includes emotional patterns. When they rub against you in these still moments, they may be doing more than marking you. They may be restabilizing the bond, rewriting the invisible script of okay. Think back. Has your cat ever started rubbing more insistently during a stressful week, after an argument, or when someone is missing from the house for longer than usual? Maybe you were the one pacing through the hallway that time, and they were the detective, quietly following your steps, leaving their scent on you like small anchors, so you would not drift too far into your own storm. And what about you? When your cat comes and presses against your legs for no obvious reason, how do you react? Do you absent-mindedly nudge them aside? Or do you pause, look down, and answer that silent question with your own? Because in a moment, we're going to explore what happens when you decide to respond consciously, to actually answer their "you belong with me" with a clear, human, "you belong with me too." So now, knowing all of this, imagine your cat rubbing against your legs again, but in slow mo. You were in the kitchen, the late afternoon light coming in through the window. Maybe the day was heavy. Your head is full. You open the fridge, reach for something, and suddenly, that familiar brush of fur along your calf. Before, it was just, "Oh, they hungry." Now, it's a sentence, a coded phrase in a language without words. They lean their cheek into you, drag their side along your shin, tail curled in a soft question mark. In their world, they are redrawing the invisible lines of safety. This human is part of my scent. This space is ours. I'm not alone. When you pause, lower your hand and gently touch their head, there is a second sentence being written, this time from you to them. I hear you. I'm here too. And maybe something curious happens. Once you start noticing, you realize they don't always rub the same way. There is the urgent, zigzag rub when you arrive home, and they've been waiting. The slow, almost meditative rub when the house is quiet, and they were simply checking in. The cautious rub near the hallway, when a visitor is in the living room, and they were trying to mix your scent into this unfamiliar chapter of the day. If you pay attention, you notice patterns. On stressful days, they rub more, or they choose your legs instead of the furniture. After a change in the house, a moved sofa, a new piece of furniture, someone moved out, they suddenly start rubbing corners, doors, and then you. It's as if they were saying, "Well, everything is different, so I need you to smell like home even more." And here's the part most people miss. You are not just the boo provider or the true food machine. In your cat's internal map, you are a moving landmark, a walking piece of territory, a living anchor. When they rub on you, they are, in a way, asking, "Can I count on you to stay in my count? Will you be part of my safe perimeter?" Now I want you to think about your own cat. When do they rub against your legs the most? Is it when you wake up, when you're about to leave, or right when you finally sit down after a long day? Tell me in the comments. Where does your cat like to rub the most? On you, on the couch, on visitors? And in what moments? As you write, you might start seeing patterns you never noticed before. And if this is opening your eyes to this secret language between you and your cat, stay with me, because in the next part, we'll go one step further. How you can answer this pleasant conversation in a way your cat actually understands. So now, imagine this. You walk through your front door tonight, keys still in your hand, the day's noise still clinging to you. Before you can even put anything down, you feel that soft, familiar brush against your legs. The tail curls, the flank presses, the cheek length presses. Once, you might have said, "Oh, they were just being cute." Now you know better. Now you know better. Now you reading a message. In that small gesture, your cat is filing a report on the world. You came back. You smell like outside. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. It's a quiet ritual, almost sacred, performed without fanfare and without witnesses. No one posts about it. No one applauds. But it's the foundation of the universe your cat lives in. A universe where safety smells like you. Think back on all those times you felt that rub at your ankles and barely noticed. The morning rush to leave for work. The distracted walk from the sofa to the kitchen. The late night shuffle to turn off the lights. Your cat was just there. They were speaking, marking, reassuring themselves that the world still fits together the way it should. Sofa, hallway, bowl, and you. The mystery, in the end, wasn't whether your cat loves you. It was how they show that love, without a single human word. Through scent instead of speeches. Through routine instead of declarations. By turning you into a walking lighthouse that smells like home base. So next time that small body leans into your legs, pause for half a second. Feel the weight, the warmth, the deliberate way they choose you as their path. If this video helped you see that moment differently, let it be your quiet nod back to them. Maybe even tap the like button as your way of saying. And tell me in the comments, how does your cat do it? Do they rub hard enough to almost trip you? Do they choose certain rooms, certain times, certain hints? Are they generous with their scent on visitors? Or do they reserve that privilege only for you? If you want to keep learning this silent language, this strange, beautiful psychology behind each tiny feline gesture, consider subscribing. There's a whole world of hidden messages in your cat's behavior, and together, we just beginning to decode it.